21 minutes left till the start of probably the most important VP debate ever. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris have not ruled out packing the Supreme Court. That's how mad they are about the nomination of Amy Coney Barrett. In fact, in the last debate, Joe Biden argued it's not important for you to know whether or not he would destroy an entire branch of government, so settle down.
Are you willing to tell the American people tonight whether or not you will support either ending the filibuster or packing the court?
Whatever position I take on that, that'll become the issue. The issue is the American people should speak. You should go out and vote. You're in voting now. Vote and let your senators know how strongly you feel. Vote now. Make sure you, in fact, let people know you're a senator. I'm not going to answer the question.
Why would you answer that question?
The question is, the
radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen.
Shut up, man. Just vote. You don't need details. Just vote. Go on Instagram. Everything you need is on that. With that in mind, what can we expect at the debate tonight? Saagar Enjeti is an opinion host with The Hill. Always happy to have him on the show. Saagar, thanks so much for coming on. So this is yet another one of these issues that we've paid too little attention to as we debate whether you need to wear a mask when you're alone in the woods. But packing the Supreme Court, making the one sort of non-political branch of government explicitly political, is a big change, like revolution-style change.
Tucker, it is absolutely imperative that Mike Pence get Kamala Harris on the record tonight about this issue. Now, this is a straight-up media conspiracy at this point, because Joe Biden says, I don't want to tell you what my answer is on that. Then his vice presidential nominee, Kamala Harris, is asked about that, and she goes, oh, well, you know, I don't want to clarify that at this time. We just want to move on and talk about the things that really matter. As you just said, I mean, packing the Supreme Court is could be one of the most important issues of our time. Remember, President Obama said to nuke the filibuster in the Senate. Joe Biden has said that he's open to it. So if they take the filibuster away, if they pack the Supreme Court away, the ability for a minority to express and have any power in this country whatsoever could literally be extinguished within the next administration. That is not an exaggeration if they are not going to clarify this. And remember, she said, March 2019, that she was, quote, open to packing the court. Does she still hold that position? Does the Biden-Harris ticket hold that position?
Things seem like they're moving very, very fast. And I know a lot of Trump supporters don't believe the polls, and I think it's fair. Clearly, they're undercounting Republicans in some places. But if you look at the polls today, and you look at the movement in the polls in the last week, we could be moving toward one-party rule at very high speed. Do you think people understand that, the consequences of that?
People do not understand the consequences of that whatsoever, Tucker. And just because the last time we had one-party rule, some people within that party wanted to undermine some of the things that were promised in 2016, does not mean the Democrats are like that whatsoever. They have no compunctions of in passing some of the things that we've been discussing here tonight. That immigration legislation that you passed, Gang of Eight will look like a sweetheart deal compared to some of the things that are going to go through a unified Democratic government if that's what we're going to see in November. The stakes really could not be higher here.
That's such a smart point. I mean, they don't have a lot of Jim Jeffords and Mitt Romneys in the Democratic Party who kind of, take a middle ground stand. I mean, they're all in. They're team players. They'll move fast, for real.
No, this cannot be overstated. I mean, people want you to want you to think the mainstream of the Democratic Party is Joe Manchin or a Kristen Sinema. But look, you think Joe Manchin or a Kristen Sinema or somebody like Mitt Romney and actually going to stand up to the mainstream of their party? No way in hell, Tucker.
Ever. Very insightful. Saagar Enjeti, thank you.
Thank you, Tucker.